Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina. I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, I wanted to continue talking to you about my pregnancy experience. I believe I left off where my doctor decided that I should go ahead and get the rhogam shot. So I had to go to a nurse to go ahead and get that shot. And what that shot is because I have a negative blood type, I need to get it in the case that my baby is a positive and it's like it's not compatible with my blood type. If that were to happen, it's dangerous because then my body would create like antibodies, and I believe in the future, if I were to get pregnant again and my baby has a positive blood type, then my body would attack it. So yes, you need to make sure that you go ahead and get that rhogam shot if you are Rh negative. Another reason would be if you've had bleeding. That's another reason why your doctor would want you to get that shot, and that is a reason also why my doctor decided that I needed to get that shot. So this part of the story is what I was like really upset about early in my pregnancy, because when I went to see that nurse that she was going to give me that shot, the rhogam shot, it was a very bad experience. And not because like she was not nice or anything like that, it's just because okay, she called me in to get the shot, and since I had been having some bleeding, she assumed that I was having a miscarriage. And pretty much she was telling me, you know, like it's normal, it happens, miscarriages are common and it happens to a lot of women, and like pretty much saying like it's no big deal, you know, it's fine, you're young, you know, just if you want to try again, just go ahead and wait like a month, like wait and let one cycle of your period pass, and then in the next month you could go ahead and start trying again. But she pretty much was telling me, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the shot, but you know, if you're probably having a miscarriage, and you know, oh, it's no big deal, don't worry about it, and then you could go ahead and try again. So this is what she was telling me, and then I was just there quiet, like thinking in my head, what do you mean, like try again next, like in a month or so? Like the doctor never told me that I'm having a miscarriage. Like we never said like, okay, yeah, this is what's happening, or anything like that. So this girl, this nurse, she just assumed that I was probably like losing my baby there. And I was pretty much just trying my hardest to not just cry right there in front of her. I was just like, yeah, okay. And in my head, I'm like, what? I'm not having a miscarriage, you know? And so that's pretty much what she kept talking about, and just, you could go ahead and try it again, it's normal. And she went ahead and gave me the shot, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And then after that, she said that's it, and then I was sent, like that was the end of my appointment. And as soon as I left the room and went to meet my husband in the waiting area, like I just made a face, like a serious face for him, and we just walked out the waiting area. And on my way to like the elevators, like I just, like as soon as I exited the medical office, I just started to cry and all my emotions just came out, you know, because I was so confused, like, and mad at her, because why would she say that I'm having a miscarriage? Like, did she not read the file? Like, it's not just something you say lightly, like, to somebody. And it was very early still in my pregnancy, but I knew I had seen that heartbeat in the other appointment, even if this one with the doctor, like, she didn't specifically say, oh, the heartbeat, like, she said a heartbeat, it may be visible, but she couldn't measure it yet. But I knew that in my other appointment I had seen a heartbeat. But now with talking to this nurse and her assuming that my bleeding was because I was having a miscarriage, I just, like, was very upset, you know. And so once we left, like, I just started to cry, and I told my husband everything. Like, this nurse, you know, she didn't even, like, how does she just talk out of her ass, you know, out of her butt? Like, how is she saying all this? Like, did she not read my file? Like, you don't just tell that to anybody. Just do your job. Just, you know, just give the shot, and you don't have to give any of your input or anything. Like, she doesn't even know my history. Like, you don't, like, miscarriages are not something to just take lightly. Like, oh yeah, just try next time, like, you know. So of course I was very upset. I mean, yeah, it's common, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, that it's just like, oh, like, whatever, just try again, you know. So that was very, like, upsetting. And after that appointment, the following one, the doctor wanted to see us again on Monday. I believe that day was a Friday, so that was the longest weekend ever. And of course, I felt better because I wasn't experiencing heavy bleeding or anything during that time, so that was good. And so I felt a little bit more confident. Like, if I was having a miscarriage, I feel like I would already be having my period, like a strong period. So I was like, that nurse does not know what she's talking about. She should have just, hey, I need to give you the rhogam shot. Like, this is the, like, what, maybe, you know, explain what the drug is and all that, but don't give me any of your, you know, comments or whatever. So then we waited for my next appointment, and it was, again, I remember that doctor was gonna go on vacation, so that's why she wanted me back, like, the Monday. And everybody in the office was confused about, well, she wants to see you back on Monday. And they were saying, like, oh, she has too many appointments, or how is she gonna fit you in on Monday if she's already booked up? And I'm like, that's what she said. And I remember that. So I went early. It was a very early appointment on Monday. And yeah, and so I had my ultrasound. It was still a vaginal ultrasound, and yeah, it was confirmed. My baby was there. He was holding on, and there was a heartbeat, which I never doubted. I was scared, but I knew that my baby was there holding on. And yeah, so we saw the heartbeat again. That was the second time. It was like our third ultrasound when we actually saw something there, because the first one in the ER, you know, they couldn't see anything. And then we had that other one with the follow-up from the ER that we saw his heartbeat for the first time. And then the following one, remember, was the one that the doctor was like, I don't know, I can't measure it or whatever, but there was like a sac. And then this one a follow-up from that one. Finally, it was confirmed. And this one was gonna be my doctor, my OBGYN, and she confirmed it. So, oh, my husband is with me, baby. But yeah, so it was confirmed, and now since it was still early on my pregnancy, I believe you have to be a certain amount of weeks to start like your prenatal care. I had not started it yet. The only reason I was already going to see the doctor is because I had experienced that bleeding and you know, my ER visit. But if it weren't because of that, I believe you still would have to wait longer in order to start like your prenatal care visits. So from that appointment, they finally said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and schedule you for your prenatal care appointments that you have like every 2 months or something like that, you know, every certain weeks. And from then on, it was confirmed, yes, you're pregnant. And I don't remember what I said I was measuring at, but I'll go ahead and check. I'll write it down right here somewhere. I'll put it down right here. So I'll go ahead and check, or how many weeks I was at that point. So I'll go ahead and add the ultrasound video here, because at the prior ultrasounds they didn't let me record at all, but for this one the doctor did let me record a little bit of the ultrasound and the heartbeat. This ultrasound is from June 3rd, when it was finally confirmed that little baby has a heartbeat. Are you able to tell already like how many weeks or so? Since that doctor that I had gone with was on vacation, they gave me another doctor, and this was a male doctor, which I mean doesn't matter. But then I had another ultrasound, which I'll show here too, and this one was on June 17th. And once again, baby was looking good, growing, and he said he had a strong heartbeat. And I really liked this appointment with this doctor, so we actually decided to, or I decided to go ahead and change my doctor and make him my doctor for the rest of my appointments. I'll go ahead and add that ultrasound video here too.
Sounds good here. Like I said, I will print this for you guys. Sounds like a great heartbeat.
Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, maybe of something that I didn't mention or I forgot to tell you, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. And yeah guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. So that those antibodies don't fight it or something, or you don't get the antibiotic. Oh, so whatever.